Hello everyone. Today we are driving into the fascinating world of vibe coding, a term that's been buzzing around Silicon Valley lately. So what exactly vibe coding? Let's break it down. Imagine you telling your computer in plain English, "Hey, build me a website that showcases my portfolio." And voila, the AI understands your request, generates the code for you. That's the essence of vibe coding. Using artificial intelligence to transform natural language prompts to a functional software. So the term vibe coding itself was introduced by Andrew Karapathy. He's the co-founder of OpenAI and former director of AI at Tesla. So basically talked about vibe coding in February 2025, and he described it as a new kind of coding where you fully give it to the vibes and forget about the code that even exists. In simple terms, it's about focusing on what you want to create without getting bogged down by all the syntax errors and all that. So enough talking. Let's see vibe coding in action. Alright, so for today's vibe coding demonstration, we're gonna use a tool called Cursor. Cursor is an AI code generation tool. There are other tools like Cursor outside, like Windsurf is one of them, and GitHub Copilot is the other one. They're all great, but I've been using Cursor for a while. I really like it. So today I'm just gonna use for the Cursor to build our AI timeline application. Let's get started. All right, now we're in the cursor environment. So if you use Visual Studio Code before, this is exactly looks like Visual Studio Code. On the left side, you will see all the code, directories and stuff like that. On the right side, you will see actual code. But when you press Command L, this is where it gets very interesting. It's basically like a chat window. It has three modes: ask mode, agent mode, and edit mode. Ask mode is, you can imagine it like a chat GPT. You ask a question, it answers it. But agent mode is cursor is on steroids. It not only answers your question, it go does the job for you. For example, let's just say you want to build a web application. It creates the directories, install the dependencies, write code, runs the web server, and all that good stuff. We're gonna do exactly that in a bit. I'm going to demonstrate it how I'm going to do that. Um, but you can also select whatever the large language model you want to work with. So I'm going to use Claude 3.7 Sonnet for today's demonstration. It's a pretty good model from Anthropic, and it also one of the defaults for Cursor. So when you toggle this auto select, you'll select one of these models, depends upon the complexity of your task. And when you toggle the thinking, it's gonna run Claude 3.7 in a thinking mode. So like thinking mode means when you ask a question, instead of answering immediately, it's gonna think about it like humans and then answer the question. But yeah, we're gonna use thinking mode with Claude 3.7 Sonnet large language model. Let's get started. So like I mentioned, we're gonna build a AI timeline application to demonstrate what happened pre-GPT and post-GPT. So for that, I created a spec document. Of course, I used AI to create a spec document. So we're gonna add the spec document here and then ask Cursor to build a web application. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a directory called docs and then create a file called spec. This spec document is a pretty straightforward. It has a purpose. We're going to build a web application that will display the evaluation of AI ML technologies across two major eras, pre-GPT, post-GPT. We have some functional requirement, some non-functional requirements, and then data structure and some future enhancements. But yeah, we're going to use this to build our application. So I'm going to do Command L again. I'm going to put this in the agent mode and then drag and drop our spec into our chat. So what I did here, essentially we are passing our spec as a context to the agent. That means whatever you're gonna talk about this spec, it will have all the information about the web application. So yeah, let's start building. Hey Cursor, I want to build the web application. Read the spec and start building. All right, so it started thinking and now it's working on it. It's checking the directories and it's starting the Next.js application. Interesting, it chose Next.js for building the application. Okay. But yeah, so it's going to take a while. I'm going to come back and show you what it built. All right, so it went off for a bit and then built it, and looks like it also started the dev server. Let's open it and see what it built. Wow. Okay, so it's pretty cool. So it has like three tabs, pre-GPT and post-GPT. Pre-GPT has like, okay, all the major developments. Of course, this is a mock data it created. Post GPT, okay, GPT-3 and all that. This is super cool. This is already, I'm loving it. So, but it looks a little basic, right? I want to change the background and then see if we can create some kind of animation. Let's see if we can do that. It's awesome. I like what you did here. But I want some kind of cool background and maybe some animations to look it more interactive and modern. Can you please do that? All right, so it's gonna make some more changes and make our web application more modern. All right, so it went off for a bit and made some changes. Let's see what it did. Let's go to our Chrome. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty neat. So it added a different background. It looks like some spaceships are going around. It's cool. I love it. I love it. So when you click on this, yeah, so it's look like some kind of a space simulated environment. That's nice. So, and when you click on post GPT, so it kind of organized everything in a clean manner. So when I click on foundation models, I see foundation models. That's awesome. When I click on media, I see information related to media. Awesome. Yay. This is super cool. I think we have a product. Well, that's the vibe coding for you guys. Imagine a future where coding is as effortless as humming your favorite song, where your ideas flow seamlessly into reality, guided by AI with your creative vision. That's the potential of vibe coding. If you watched this far, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in next one. Bye.